did I last do a knitting update? April 3rd. Yep, same month. Alright, let's do it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Annabeth. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I am coming at you today with another knitting update. Super excited. I actually got my life together enough to do a 2 in 1 month. We're right at the tail end, but hey, I'm still filming it in April even if it doesn't get posted till May, so here we are. Got a lot to talk about today, so hopefully I don't get on too many side topics and tangents, but we'll see where the day takes us. Yeah, a lot to talk about. Super excited about all of it though, so we're going to start with FOs, go into whips, and then go into acquisitions at the end. As has been the pattern lately, my acquisition section is a little heftier, so that's why I am keeping it towards the end to, or so that if that's not really your thing, if you're not interested in all the yarn that got delivered from past purchases, you can move on with your day once we hit to that point. So, yeah, not much further to do then about it, intro-wise. I need to film more of these, otherwise I'm just going to keep getting worse and worse at intros and outros. So, that being said, let's just move right into it and start talking about finished objects. Okay, I lied. I had to go fill up my water first. Oh, I should tell you about... Okay, so, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that the little plastic straw water cup that I had been using for a while. See, we're already on a side tangent, and I haven't even gotten into finished objects yet. This is important, though. Maybe. So, my old water cup, it was like a green one that I literally got for free at an event. It, like, got a massive crack down the side. I posted it on my Instagram stories when that happened. So, it's dead. It's gone. I think I put it in recycling because I think it was a thick enough plastic. Anyway, I have this one now. A coworker made them for our entire team. She has like a Cricut or something. So it has my name on it, but then has all of these stickers, and I need to tell you about these stickers. So this one here, it says One More Row, and that is from Christine Parker & Co. She's awesome. My local yarn store around the table, Yarns, stocks a bunch of her stickers, and I feel like every single time I go, I end up getting one of her stickers because they like have one that's either new or one that I just don't have yet. So I got that one. That was the first sticker I put on here. And then the other 3 are from my friends. So we'll start with this one. This one very clearly says Knit California with the flowers, so that is from Leslie's merch shop. She of course is Knit California here on YouTube and then over on Instagram as well. Check out her merch. They're all super cute. She has this sticker and then another one which I also got, which has like a pink Oslo hat style hat in the logo. And then the other 2, so this one has a cute, like, elderly couple on it, and it says, "This could be us, but you keep talking to me when I'm counting stitches." So that's that one. And then this one says, "Diaries of a Purple Girl," and both of these are from Rachel's merch shop. Rachel, who is Rachel is Knitting, aka Dr. Rachel, aka Irish Knitting Tour Rachel, aka everyone's favorite rat knitter over on Instagram. Those are from her merch shop. And she also just released yesterday a new design where it's like a purple yarn rat. So I'm gonna need to get something with that yarn rat on it at some point. Whether it's another sticker. I'm kind of sad though because I'm like out of space on my water bottle now. But I could put it somewhere else somewhat prominent. Maybe I'll remove an old sticker from my laptop or something. I don't know. But beside the point, go check out my friends and their merch shops because they got some really cool stuff. Okay, now let's get into finished objects. Now that I've spent time talking about my friends and stickers. Alrighty, finished objects. So, first and foremost, I am wearing one. This is my Antique Flora by Woolen Pine Designs. This was like a mountaintop project for me. There was so much color work. The color work extended beyond the sleeve split, so I had color work on the body and both sleeves. It was a big project for me. I made it in Red Door Fiber Studios, classic DK yarn. Main colorway is There You Are Sweetheart, and contrasting colorway is Sophie's Castle. Both of them are inspired by Howl's Moving Castle. Both of them came back in the Once in a Blue Moon collection. Was it at the tail end of last year, of 2023? I think so. Beside the point, it looks freaking amazing. I feel so cool whenever I wear this sweater. I get compliments on it almost every time that I wear it. It's amazing. So some quick mods that I made to this. I did the crew neck length neckline. There is an option to do like double this length and have like a bit of a mock neck neckline. I really like the ribbing that was used for the neckline and the hem and the cuffs. It is a 3x1, so it does curl a little bit, but I mean that blocks out. That's easy. But I just really like the neckline that it gave me, because sometimes with like 1x1 rib, it becomes like slightly too stretchy, and so then it like stretches out like to here on me, and sometimes I don't really want that in some DK sweaters. So I might use this. I have some DK yarn in my stash. It is from the To the Mountains 12 Days of Christmas Countdown box from I think 2022 from Paisley Knits. And I keep telling myself I'm just going to make like a basic raglan with it, maybe like take parts from some other favorite DK sweaters that I've made. So I might use this ribbing on that, because then it has more knit stitches to like really showcase the color that you're using. And I might even do like the mock turtleneck length instead, because it's a very nice neckline. I don't know. So I was talking about mods. That wasn't even a mod, that's just an option. Main mod that I did was with the sleeves. As you can see, the yoke is a little bit higher than some other sweaters that I've made, which was to be expected. Like in the pattern photos, you can see that it is meant to be kind of a tighter knit sweater anyway, tighter fitting, sweater anyway. So I kind of expected that, but given the fit of the sleeve up here, I did not feel like doing any decreases after the color work. So I didn't do any sleeve decreases. I just knit it straight, and then I used one of those, like when you Google like decrease evenly knit round or whatever. I used one of those calculators on the internet. And so I took my sleeve stitches, how many sleeve stitches I'm supposed to have once you do the decreases, and then I just did like a single decrease round. So it's a little bit of like it wouldn't be a balloon sleeve, it's not very wide, but you know what I mean. Like you can kind of see how it's like that's the decrease, and it's just kind of like straight down, and then the cuff is really just like cinching it up a little bit. That was really the main mod that I did. I'm pretty sure I followed the pattern for body length, and I'm really happy with the length. This is the length that I wanted. I didn't want like a more cropped sweater, so, but that's definitely an option if you're somebody who does want that. Yeah, super awesome pattern to knit. It was definitely one that I worked on and had like a backup knit constantly while working on it. So like if I did not feel like doing color work, I had some socks or something in plain stockinette or something that I was working on. So yep, that's my Antique Flora. So then other finished objects, let's talk about those next. I feel like this clip is getting a little long, so I'm gonna cut it here though, so my camera just doesn't stop recording on me. Alright, finished object number 2. I just decided to change into it because I was getting warm in my sweater. It's like 70 degrees here today. Here it is. This is my T-Rex tee. I think it's technically called the T-Rex Knit Vest. It is by Emma, who is Made in the Moment here on YouTube and also over on Instagram, and I think they also have a separate channel which is Emma in the Moment or something like that. Great pattern. It's very much a oh my gosh, I forgot the term. But it's like you swatch and then you do the math based on your measurements and stuff. So like made to fit or made to your fit or whatever it's called. Awesome pattern. I did actually swatch for it because it was basically required. And then the pattern itself has you actually knit the front and the back flat and then do intarsia for like the background color. So like this medium brown would have been like all intarsia. I was not about to do that. So I knit the entire thing in the purple background color. And I like knit it from the bottom up in the round and then just split for front and back and all that stuff. And then I just did duplicate stitch for the entire motif. It took a while. It might have taken longer than it would have if I had done intarsia, but my love for knitting in the round greatly outweighs my not even dislike of duplicate stitch. Like, I don't care. I'll do duplicate stitch all day, especially if it means if I get to knit in the round. So that's what that was. So it's an awesome T-Rex skull picture. It's very large because I went with the larger chart size. So it's a little hard to tell what it is, like when I have my arms down, but it's super cool. I have worn this multiple times since finishing it. I don't even know how many times at this moment. Not a ton, but I've worn it a lot. So yeah, that's finished object number 2. I love it so much. Highly recommend the pattern. I know Emma also has I think a duck vest, considering making that as well. I just need to make sure I have like enough of the right colors where it actually looks like a duck. So like greens, browns, whites. That's a problem for another day, not today. I have two more finished objects to talk about, so let's get into that now. Okay, this next finished object I think was on the boards during my last knitting update, and I just didn't have it ready to go yet. But like I said before, if you followed me on Instagram, I post on my stories a lot, and I know I've been wearing this a lot lately, so it's gotten its exposure. Where is the shoulder seam? There it is. Found it. Ta-da! So this is the Field Day cardigan by Ozetta. I knit this in Red Door Fiber Studio, Classic DK, Armor of Agathis. Super beautiful blue. I'm pretty sure I did talk about it pretty much at length last time, even though I didn't have it to like hold up and show you. I think it was still on the blocking boards, but yeah. Red Door yarn, pattern is by Ozetta, buttons I've had forever, so I don't even remember where they're from right now. And yeah. Mail just got delivered. That's why the dogs are barking. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about this. I'm pretty sure I did talk about it pretty much at length. Here comes Charlie. There he is. Oh, I forgot to say, the yarn that I used for my T-Rex vest was like some lingering DK weight stash yarn. I know I got it from somebody's D-stash. I don't really remember who. I'm sorry if it's you. Yeah, It was a DK weight. This is what you get when you make it in a DK weight. Okay, moving on. So, my last finished object, I'm so excited about. If you watched my last knitting update, I teased that I couldn't show you one of my whips because it was a sock whip for a new design, and today I'm saying screw it. Do I have this pattern written yet? Of course not. But in the coming month of May, I literally just inputted my schedule into the calendar, and I think I'll have a bit more time to write up this pattern, reach out to tech editor again, and just like get back into that pattern writing and releasing mojo again. I'm back in designing mojo, or I have my designing mojo back and my sock knitting mojo back. I just need to actually, you know, put the knitting into words. So anyway, I've teased you long enough. I think you deserve to see these socks. So I think YouTube is going to see these socks before Instagram does. So yay. Okay, I'm so excited to show you. Okay. I would hold them closer to the camera, but I know it'll be out of focus. So this is my newest design. I love it so much. So if you can't tell, these, I have like a little bit of a wave line going here, and then these are our little sea monster, lake monster, loch monster friends. You can say they're inspired by Nessie, you can say they're inspired by the Lake Erie monster, you can say they're inspired by Champ from Lake Champlain. I don't care. These are going to be called the Beneath the Waves socks. My Beneath the Waves socks. And I love them so much. This sample, the main colorway is Opening Act of Spring from Painted Fern Fiber Company, and then the contrasting color, it was one of the Shakespeare colorways from Mezzo Makes. I can't remember which one it was right now. I'll probably put it down below when I'm editing. But yeah, I got minis from the Shakespeare collection, so this was one of the minis. And can we just appreciate it for a second? Okay, really quick. This was the first one I made. As you can see, there's only 3 sea monsters on that one. That's because this was the original go at the colorwork chart, and then I adjusted it, and I was able to adapt it for the second sock, where there are now 4 sea, lake, loch monsters on there. So this is going to be like the actual finished chart and stuff that'll go in the pattern. This was just attempt number 1, but I'm not going to frog a whole sock because it doesn't match perfectly. Like, this is my own personal pair. When we get into testing, I'll probably make another pair that actually match the actual thing, chart. Here they are. I'm so excited about these, and I already have, do I want to talk about this? Yeah, why not? I already have ideas for maybe some follow-up patterns, like maybe a little bit of a pattern series, involving some other little cryptid friends. But this was attempt number 1. I love them so much. I hope you love them too, and hopefully I'll be able to get this pattern written and tested and out to you guys soon. I don't know. Soon is relative. Time isn't real. But every time I look at these, I want to immediately release them, but that's not how that works. That's not how somebody releases a good pattern. There is a process. I need to write it. I need to get it edited. I need to test it. So they'll come eventually. And if you want to knit them before anybody else, keep an eye out for a testing call, because that'll be probably the big next step. We'll be putting out a testing call when the pattern's in editing. So yeah, Beneath the Wave socks, coming 2024 at some point. I just, look at them. I love them so much. Okay, that's it for finished objects. Let's talk about whips next. I need to put these away, otherwise I'm just going to keep staring at them and being super proud of myself for figuring it out. So, whips next. Works in progress next. Alrighty, my friends. I only have one whip on the needles right now. I've had a pretty lengthy finished objects section already, so it makes sense that I only have one whip right now. One active whip on the needles. It's gonna be a little hard to hold up, so I'll just do the best I can, and then I'll tell you what it is. So here it is. This is the Sweet Friends Tea by Kate from Mezzo Makes. I feel like I always say that wrong, which is kind of bad because I was in fact a choir kid from middle school through like half of college, so I should say it correctly, and I don't think I do. But it's fine. So this is the Sweet Friends Tea. Like I said, it's a super simple, this is one that I was working on while finishing my antique flora. Like, this was one that I would like bounce in between because it's a really easy 5x1 rib tee. It is bottom up. Construction super simple. It's literally in the round, and then you split for front and back, and then you like do something with the neckline, and that's it. And I am liking it a lot. I really hope to finish it soon so that I can wear it in this lovely spring weather we're experiencing here in Northeast Ohio. But yeah, there's all my progress keepers on it so far. Oh, I didn't tell you about the yarn. The yarn is also Mezzo Makes. It is The Tempest, also from the Shakespeare collection. I mentioned the Shakespeare collection earlier. So yeah, this is The Tempest. I have one more skein of it that I'm going to wind up when I'm done filming to keep going with this. I think I'm about an inch away from finishing the back panel, and then I'll bind off for the neckline on the back, and then I'll come back to the front, do that, and there's Charlie again. The mail carrier must be across the street now. So yeah, one more skein, I'm gonna wind up, hoping to finish it soon, because it'll be a really nice, airy spring tee. Love it a lot. Yarn stats real quick. Like I said, this is The Tempest. It is on the tenor DK base. It is 274 yards per 100 grams. There it is. So yeah, like I said, that is my only hand knit whip currently. However, my beekeeper's quilt, here's the basket. My beekeeper's quilt is still going strong. I have, how many puffs do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 puffs. Pretty sure I had 10. 9 or 10 last time I filmed. So we're doing well. It's cranking along. And I will probably crank some more puffs when I'm done recording today. I have some yarn here that I think I'm going to make into puffs, and then I have some leftovers from my mystery sock cranking series that I need to use up into puffs so I can free up these cones. So yeah, good stuff. It is where it is. It's going to be a lingering whip for a while, but it's still just a great, it's like a palette cleanser, kind of. But then it's also kind of like a necessity whip because it helps me free up cones, because my machine came with 5 cardboard cones to wind yarn on, and it's very easy to end up with all of those cones being in use. Like, for example, this one will never be empty, or I mean, if it's empty, it gets immediately refilled because this is my scrap cone, because I need scrap yarn when I'm cranking socks. There we go. That's all there is to say about that. So Sweet Friends Tea and Beekeeper's Quilt are my current whips. when we go through acquisitions, I'm going to talk about some knitting plans that I have with some of this yarn, and those are going to become whips very soon because they are ideas that I'm super excited about. I have a bit of cast-on energy bubbling about, but hopefully I'll be able to finish like my sweet friend's tea first before I cast on anything new. But we'll see. We'll see where the week takes me. It's only Monday. So anyway, that being said, that is it for FOs and whips. So if you're not interested in acquisitions, you can go ahead and say goodbye now. I'll see you in the next one. But we are going to move into probably the chunkiest bit of this video and talk about acquisitions and therefore knitting plans that I have for these said acquisitions. So let's get into it. Alrighty. Acquisition time. I'm going to try and kind of go in order that they arrived, but it's not going to be perfect. But I do want to highlight a very special one to start. This lovely, beautiful, bright green and yellow skein is from Sour Stitching. This was from their first yarn drop. This colorway wasn't part of the first collection, but it was added to their Etsy store when that collection dropped. So I ended up picking up this one. This is called Markle. It is on merino fingering weight, 462 yards per 100 grams, 75/25 merino wool and nylon. It's so beautiful. It's so soft. And yeah, definitely check out Sour Stitching. The colorways were so beautiful. This one called to me. This one spoke to me. So I went with the lovely lemony lime vibes for this one. It'll probably turn into cranked socks. It might get added into the next mystery sock cranking series collection. I don't know. We'll see, but it's so beautiful. It's so summery. Like, I might just need to crank it up into some shorties for some summer wear, but so beautiful. Look at that. It's so bright. It's like it's glowing. I love it so much. Yeah, definitely check out Sour Stitching. And the logo is so cute too. It's like a little lemon, but it's a yarn ball. Love that. Okay, so that was acquisition number 1. Like I said, probably cranked socks planned for that one. Number 2, I believe these ones were next. So let's see. Dun, dun, dun. These are all from Mezzo Makes. They are from the Do It for the Vine collection. So this sock set is still a piece of garbage and road work ahead. Say it with me, everybody. Cranked socks. Yeah. This one was Do It for the Vine and Hottest Girl in School. And then this one, I just got a single skein of this one instead of the sock set. This is Got an Anime. And all of them are on the Soprano sock base, which is 400 yards per 100 grams, and it's either a 75/25 blend or an 80/20 blend. I don't remember which, but ta-da-da! So cute. All of them will probably become cranked socks either for myself or for other people. I have seen a couple people make socks with this sock set already, and I really loved it. It kind of had like a little bit of a striping effect, so I'm super excited to see what these colors do. But yeah, there they are. Mezzo Makes Do It for the Vine collection sock yarn. Okay, so got that. So next up, this is the problem because I had like 5 deliveries in like 1 week. So we'll just go with what's on top at this point. So I had a day off a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So I went over to my local yarn store, like I said, Around the Table Yarns. Lovely little store. I like going there every once in a while. So I got these 2. I got multiples of these. I'm just holding up one because I got, like, I don't need to hold up all of them. They're all these colorways. So this is sheepies. I never know how to say it. Downtown sock yarn. It is, as you can see, a self-striping sock yarn. It is 75/25 merino nylon, fingering weight, and then it's 200 meters per 50 grams. I got like 6 of these because I am going to be making, well, cranking some socks for myself and for my family for football season. It is going to be my brother's final season of college football. The school colors are technically navy blue and white, but I really liked all the different blues in this one. So I'll be making striped football season socks for everybody with this, and then I have a skein of like a solid blue that I'll use for at least heels and toes, if not cuffs, heels, and toes too. But this is so soft. I'm super excited to see how it works up in my machine, and I think the stripes are just going to be absolutely beautiful. Oh, the colorway is Riverwalk. Sorry, I didn't say that earlier. So yeah, football season socks for me, my parents, maybe my brother's girlfriend if she wants a pair. Yeah, we'll see. So then this was the other yarn that I got from my local yarn store. I got 3 of these. This is Queensland Collection Coastal Cotton Fine. It is a fingering weight. It is, where is it? 350 yards per 100 grams. So it might, would that be a sport weight? I don't know. I've used it for fingering weight pattern before and it was fine. I used a purple of this yarn for a moonset tee for my mom last summer. She really loves it. So I got some of this navy blue for myself just to make another nice summery cotton top. Also kind of for football season, but also just to kind of have. I have a couple blue and navy blue knits that I wore a lot for the warmer games for football season last year, but they were still wool. And so I would still get very sweaty in both of them. So hopefully cotton will come to the rescue this year. Right now I'm thinking of holding this double and making the, let's see, I wrote it down, the Snakes and Ladders tank by Andrea Chang. Super cute pattern. It looks like it's a similar shape to like the Moon Crush tank that I made last year, so, but then it has like these really cute like interspersed pearl bump ridges, so I think that'll be a really fun pattern for this. And yeah, so Queensland cotton in a navy blue. Okay, what's next? Okay, so next up is, oh, let me get that one instead. There we go. Gotta arrange them nicely. There we go. Yeah, these 3. So these are from, obviously, the Red Door Fiber Studio D&D collection. The 2 outside ones are on the Bounce Sock base. It is 80/20 Superwash Merino Nylon Blend, 400 yards per 100 grams. So this is Words of Terror and Dissonant Whispers. And then the middle one here is on the Mohair Lace base, and that is Bane, so the tonal dark purple from the collection. And I got these 3, well, 6 technically, there's 2 of each, for a Doppio sweater by Seung-hee Knits. Basically, this was one where I am copying Kate directly, Kate from Red Door, because she posted her Doppio that she made in this exact combination of yarn, and I was absolutely obsessed with it. I have made a sweater with Dissonant Whispers and black, my partner pullover, so like the checked one with the squiggles on the bottom, and I love this colorway. I love the purple, and then the way these 3 like marled together in the pattern in the sweater was just so beautiful. It gave like night court, starfall vibes in a sweater, and I was like, absolutely, that needs to happen for me. So yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna make the doppio, but the doppio is the plan, and I know it's kind of like the lento, where it can be a pretty quick knit if you want it to be. So that will probably be one, probably not immediately, maybe later into summer, into fall, because I do have a lot of actual summer knitting planned for summer. So yeah, it'll be a really nice, like, regular raglan stockinette knit to have. So yeah, doppio sweater with these three. So then next up is gonna be kind of a hassle to grab, so give me a second. Alright, big bundle, are you ready? Got them all here. Ta-da! So these are also from the D&D collection, but also the D&D club from oh gosh, was that 2021? Or was it 2022? Whatever. So these are a bunch of the tonals on tweed sock. The plan for this is the Heirloom Quilt Cardigan by Katrin Seeberger. So you can see kind of the palette vision there. So quick run through of these colors. Some of them I got as part of the club when they would get released every month, and then some of them I got as part of the collection to like fill in the holes in the palette. So here we go. This one's Infernal. Clearly I got that one as part of the club, as you can tell by the logo. So we have Infernal. We have Ring of Winter. I'm dropping these down into their box again. We have Divine Intervention. We have Hexblade. Psychic Blades. Evasion. Reckless. And Words of Terror once again. Can you tell I really like this teal color? So those 8 tonals are going to be the main 8 colors that I alternate in the different quilt blocks for that cardigan. And I'm also really excited about those because I feel like that is a sweater that I'm going to be able to work on this summer, because you knit the individual blocks like one at a time. So I feel like I'll be able to handle that, because it's not like it's the type of sweater where as you're knitting it, it's growing and it becomes like a lap blanket, and then it's the summer and you're just getting hot and sweaty and gross. So I feel like I'll be able to work on that during the summer, and then by the time the weather starts cooling off, I'll have like a new sweater to wear for sweater weather, and it'll be super exciting. Now you may notice I haven't talked about one color yet. That's because it's very special. Here it is. So this is Nature's Ward. As you can tell by the label, I got this when the D&D collection was a club first go around. It even has like the older Red Door label with Wes and Inigo on it. So this one is not going to be part of the main quilt blocks. I'm thinking this I'll use for sleeves, and if not sleeves, then like the button band and the hem ribbing and like the cuff ribbing and stuff, because I think it'll just be a really nice neutral to kind of tie everything together. And I think as like an original club tonal that then got not replaced, because like it's not like it was a bad thing that oh gosh, what was it, Barkskin. Like Barkskin is a better match for the variegated it was paired with, but I don't know, this, like, I want it to have its own moment, so it'll be featured in its own way, if not as the sleeves, then as like all the ribbing and detailing and stuff. So yeah, there we go. 9 colorways for one project. That is wild. I'm not second guessing it. No, I'm not actually, don't worry. I'm just really excited for that sweater. Okay. Still have a few more acquisitions to get to, but that was definitely the biggest one. So let me go ahead and grab the next one. Okay, so next acquisition comes to us from Painted Fern Fiber Company. Diana recently had her mystery skeins and then like leftovers and one-of-a-kinds, and it was called the Funky Franz sale, and that was super fun. So I did take part in that and bought I bought a mystery pack and I bought a sock set. So the sock sets weren't really mysteries, they were just like different colors paired together. And then I also got a single base 3 skein mystery pack. Alright, so I'll show you the sock set first. Ta-da! Here's the sock set. Super cute, very nice dark green and brown here. It's literally called Sock Set M. She told me the colorway names. I don't remember right now. But these are not going to become crank socks, despite what you may be thinking. This sock set is probably going to work its way into another design that I mentioned earlier. The two tonals I think will have a lot of great contrast, so I think it'll work really well for one of the other ideas that's bouncing around this funny head of mine. So yeah, there's the sock set that I got, and then the mystery pack. So I went with the silver lace, where's the label? I went with the silver lace mohair version 1 mystery pack. So it was a same base mystery pack, and then it was a 3 skein mystery pack, and the color vibes that she put on the package were light, springtime, garden. So let me show you what I got. Dun, da, da, da. So these are all 3 colors from the opening act of spring mini collection that they had. Super beautiful. I just love how all of them just pair so well together. And what I'm planning for these is I have this really nice variegated brown on some sock yarn. I have 2 skeins of that sock yarn in my stash, so I'm going to pair it with this for either a color blocked or a striped lento. I am leaning more towards striped right now because I think it'll just be a really cute, like, kind of hazy stripes. It has a beautiful halo, as you can see. So yeah. Silver lace mohair from Painted Fern Fiber Company. It's going to become probably a stripey lento with a brown that I already have in my stash. So super excited for that. I think the brown will help really like blend the colors together, but there will still be enough of a difference to like kind of see the subtle stripes that are in there. So I think it'll be really nice. A lot of fun. I gotta put these back in the package though, so that I don't forget the yarn stats on them. Okay, so next up, let me grab that. Alright, next up is these 2 lovelies. So these are from Teeny Button Studio on April 19th, which was the same day that the Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift and the anthology. I am losing my ability to speak. When both of those, or that, however you think of it, whether you think of it as 2 separate or like 1 double, whatever. April 19th, when that dropped, Robin from Teeny Button Studio also had a mini Taylor Swift collection. So I got these 2. So the white is Vintage Tea and the black is Pitch Black Ink. Both are on the soft sock base, which is a 70-25 blend and 436 yards per 100 grams. I got 2 each of these. I am so excited for the plan for this. So the plan for this is the Serious Skirt by Trissa Lamb. Yeah. So the Serious Skirt. It was a while ago. I put a question box on my Instagram stories because I've been kind of getting into like the knit skirts and then also like knit lounge shorts vibe for knitting for this summer. So this one was suggested to me by Whitney from Knitted by Whitney. It's just this beautiful houndstooth skirt, and I think it would just look absolutely gorgeous in these colors. And then it'll just be really nice, like, dark academia vibes. Like, yeah, I'm so excited. Like, this, there's a good chance this will be my next cast on. Probably not today, but soon. Will I finish my Sweet Friends tea before I start this? I don't know. We'll see. But it's definitely, it's going to be soon. It's going to be soon that I start this because I think it's just going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a fun color work pattern to work on. It'll keep me engaged, so it'll be a really good one. So yeah, Serious Skirt in Vintage Tea and Pitch Black ink from Teeny Button Studio. So I have kind of one more acquisition to talk to you about. Alrighty, last two acquisitions. I'll just show them to you. So, dun-dun, Mezzo Makes again. Both of these are the Chaperone sock sets that Kate just had as part of the Having a Blast mini collection update that she just did. So this is the Pink Pony Girl sock set, and contrary to what you may be thinking, these are not going to become cranked socks because I just had the best idea ever yesterday, and I decided to start looking through these books that I have. I've been looking through them to, like, get inspiration for things, like, for example, my Beneath the Waves socks. For that, I basically, like, mashed up, like, 3 different motifs from one of Andrea Rangel's, that's who wrote this book and the other one, Knitivation and Alternate. I basically mashed up, like, 3 different motifs for that one. Like, I think 2 of them were technically, like, dinosaurs to start with, and then I adapted one of the wave motifs for those socks as well. So anyway, Pink Pony Girl sock set, Prancing Ponies colorwork motif. Are you kidding me? Of course I'm doing that with this sock set. I don't know if I'll make a pattern out of it, like a pattern to release or whatever, but I am definitely doing this motif with this sock set. I gotta adjust it a little bit because it is a 29 stitch repeat, and typically for my socks for myself I do 64 stitches, so I will have to adjust it to be a little bit more sock math friendly, but that's gonna be so cute. Are you freaking kidding me? That's amazing. So yeah, Pink Pony Girl sock set from Mezzo Makes is gonna become socks that use this Prancing Ponies motif from the Alternate Stitch Dictionary 200 Modern Knitting Motifs by Andrea Rangel. So that being said, that is from the Alternate book. I just hit myself in the head with it. It's fine. So that's from that one. Bookmark. So then I also got the Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl sock set, and I thought it would be super fun. I have to give partial credit to Rachel from Into the Wools for this, because I posted the Prancing Ponies idea on my Instagram stories last night, and she responded and she was like, oh my gosh, I have the Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl sock set. I think I'm gonna do something with goats. So it's Super Graphic Ultra Modern Goats. I thought that was amazing, but I'm not gonna do goats. Instead, okay, so I mentioned Knitivation earlier. This is Knitivation, also by Andrea Rangel, Knitivation Stitch Dictionary. So instead of goats, I'm gonna do ghosts. Super Graphic Ultra Modern Ghoul like me. I will definitely be trying to make these socks by Halloween this year. For sure. Every time I think about this, I have to laugh a little bit. It's gonna be so good. Are you kidding me? That's gonna be great. I'm a genius. Rachel's a genius. I'm a genius. Andrea Rangel's a genius. We're all geniuses here. Yeah, so that's what's up with those two sock sets. Those were my last acquisitions as well. Super excited to make those. Super excited for all of this. And I am just now realizing I basically have plans for all of these acquisitions that I talked about. Sure, some of them are more abstract than others, like the painted fern sock set that's going to become one of my designs eventually, but it's still kind of a plan. So at least that's what I've been telling myself, because if you've been following me for a while, you know that I am keeping track of my net stash change for this year. The goal is to be net negative by the end of the year, and we are currently in the positive. But that's okay, because I still think I am buying yarn a lot more thoughtfully than I have in the past couple years. So, like, I still buy yarn that I have a plan for, or, like, with my Red Door D&D purchase, I had some skeins for both of those projects. I had a skein of Bounce Sock of Words of Terror already for the Doppio. I had 4 out of 9 tonals for my Heirloom Quilt cardigan already. So I think I am still being a little bit more mindful, a little bit more thoughtful, and looking forward towards the end of the year. Now I recognize we are just getting towards the 5th month of the year, so we still have over half of the year to go. I'm pretty sure the only collection I'm looking forward to right now, obviously there's going to be changes with other announcements and stuff, but the only one I'm planning on purchasing from at the moment is the Long Dog Yarn Our Flag Means Death collection. And even that will probably be a smaller quantity. Like, that will probably be a summer tee or tank top with like 1 sock set quantity or something. So it's not going to be a full sweater quantity for me this time. So yeah, ultimately, like, I'm not that worried yet. Like I said, I have a bit more time in May before things start kicking up again in late summer, so I'll have quite a bit of knitting time, reading time, cranking time. So it'll be good. It'll be a lot of fun. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. You can turn on notifications as well so you know when I post new videos, including adventures with a sock machine, goal updates, knitting updates, other random things that I think of and decide to record. Yeah, and then also leave a comment below. Like, what do you think of my knitting plans? Or, like, what do you think of Rexy here? I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, that's really all that I got. If you aren't already, feel free to follow me over on Instagram. I am annabethkntwrthy with underscores between the words. I still have my mystery sock cranking series going. I try to post those here on shorts on YouTube as well, so get involved. Let me know what number I should crank up. I still have... How many parts have I done? I've done 6. So I have like 17 skeins of yarn still wrapped up. So yeah, check it out. Let me know which one to crank up next into some socks. So yeah, that's really all that I have for you guys today. I hope April was kind to you. I hope May is even better. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, as always. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!